Well, just me and my trusty old Red Ryder carbine action 200 shot range model air rifle. Lucky I got a compass in the stock.
What's good, YouTube, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to I Am Fresh. And we are back at it again with another video. And to my Fresh fam, thank y'all so much for always tuning in with your boy.
Yeah, boy.
As you can tell by the title of the video, we will be unboxing a brand new toy. I told y'all I'm just a big kid at heart, man. So what is it, you may ask? It is a GAMO crank action air rifle, man. This thing is super powerful, man, so I can't wait to show you all this thing. I actually have it right next to me, so I'm gonna flip the camera angles, guys, so we can go over this thing and unbox it, so we can hurry up and shoot it, because that's what we all here for, right? So without further ado, man, let's flip to the tabletop. All right, Fresh family, so now that we got everything on the tabletop, man, let's go ahead and go over this bad boy here. As you can see, I got plenty of goodies on the table. Here is that air gun I was talking about. This is by GAMO. They make adult precision air guns. This particular model is called the Varmint. And what do you think of when you hear Varmint? Pest control. Yes, sir. This thing is used for pest control and recreation. As you can see, the other uses that it has is for hunting, targeting, competition. It is chambered in .177 caliber, man. So we got some good old pellets, man. Some .177s on deck. We got the Hunter Impacts and we got the Master Point Countries. All right. The thing I like about this the most is look at that feet per second. Damn! Good God Almighty. Come on now. Off of a crank air gun, 1250. Come on, man, that's firearm status right there. And you're getting a 4x32 scope that is included. Here goes the LC 4x32 scope, but you could mount another scope of your choosing. But however, since this is a pellet gun, we just gonna stick with what it came with. Again, we just trying to have fun. That's all. We not trying to be in no competition, man. We just enjoying ourselves. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull the air rifle out the package. I'm not going to install the scope on camera because I just want to make sure that we keeping YouTube guidelines, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and peruse through the instruction manual that it came with to make sure that I understand this thing fully, and I get right back at y'all for the first shots, man. Let's do this. All right, Fresh fans, so we got this thing all unpackaged and hooked up, ready to go. As you can see, got that scope mounted on there. I had to balance it off. What I did was install the brackets first, leveled that out, then I installed the scope in the top brackets and made sure that I torqued it down evenly and appropriately, man, so we can get max balance out of this thing. So as you can see, very nice little recoil buffer pad right there. Like, this thing got some actual recoil though, right? I like this right here because it looks like it gives off the aesthetic that it has a fluted barrel on it, but it's just some cutouts in the plastic. And as you can see, you're getting all your logistics right here. And then I like how it's got some logoing up top. As you can see, that good old GAMO Varmint right there, man. It's got the velocity 1250, man. I think this thing is an absolute monster already to be a 1250 feet per second pellet gun, man. That's incredible, man. That's high speeds, man. So all right, Fresh fans, so I want to show y'all where the target is. I got the target mounted right here. I didn't want to put it out too far. All right, y'all, so I got this thing cracked open, man, for the first shots. Now's your time to go ahead and load in the pellets. We're gonna get that loaded in right now. All right, I'm on paper, guys. I'm high left. High left. All right, so let's bring some adjustments in, man. Let's get this thing zeroed. All right, y'all, so I brought this thing a couple clicks down, man. Let's see. We can bring that down just a little bit. Probably still high. One thing I do know is, surprisingly, man, this thing has a little smidge of the recoil, believe it or not. Interesting enough. Feels like a little 22. I'm gonna hold low center, see if I can get on paper after these clicks. I must still be crazy high, man. I'm gonna go back to holding way below the target. I was holding almost pointed at the grass with the scope, and that got me a high left shot on paper. So let's go back and see if we can go back to getting on paper to see how far did we come down. We might have to spin this thing a full cycle. All right, I see exactly where I'm at now. Let me spend some time with this to get this thing zeroed in. I want to get it dialed in because I don't want to bore y'all too much with dialing this thing in. So once I get it all dialed in, we're going to come right back and we really going to start putting these shots on target so y'all can see the accuracy of this thing, all right?
A few minutes later.
All right, fresh fans. So as you can see, man, it took me a minute and quite a lot of shots to get this thing zeroed in. I think this thing is like a total of maybe 12 inches, 12 by 12 if I'm not mistaken. And I was completely off the target altogether, man. So I had to find this thing, and once I finally got on paper, I seen that it was very accurate because as you can see, it's got some really tight groupings here. However, I was holding center down here, and these are old holes, by the way. I was holding center to the bottom of the cardboard, and I was getting these groups all the way up here. So you talking like a 9 to 10 inch gap from point of aim to actual impact. Once I started really getting it dialed in, I came over to this side. I started using this bottom right diamond right here, and I was holding center on this, and I started getting this little group right here, right? So after dialing it in some more, I was able to get this group here, and then this right here was a shooter's error here. So I think with me getting a little more control of my breathing, I'll pretty much be all in this area here. So we should get some tight groups out of this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a brand new target up just so we can see, and then I'll just aim for that center diamond here. Take two on the first shots, man. So this is the actual first shots. Let's see what kind of groups we can get out of this thing. I took the glasses off, man, so your boy don't have any scope glare when I'm aiming down these sights, man. So coming all safe. All right. Almost bullseye there. Almost. That's basically touching right there, man. That's basically touching. Let's take one more, man. I like to do groups of 3 just to see what type of grouping we can get out of it. So this will be the third shot, y'all. I just put 3 touching fractions of an inch, man. Way less than 1 MOA. All right, fresh fans. So that was actually nasty, man. You talking about a precision rifle, man. That thing is accurate, man. Look at that. Man, that thing is incredibly accurate. I was holding here, but of course, you know, I'm shaking, I'm breathing. You know, that's the best I could do, man. I'm no sniper. I got to train for stuff like that. But I don't think that's bad, man. That's a solid grouping right there, man. All right, fresh fans. So I'm actually gonna take a shot at this glass bottle on the up against that tree right there. I got a camera set up down there so we can just see what this pellet gonna do against this glass bottle. I got some glasses on because just in case we had some ricochets, you know what I mean? So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and add it. We got this thing dialed and it got that tight group, and I know that it's on. So let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and break that glass bottle, man.
Ralphie, you be careful out there. Don't shoot your eye out.
As you can see, 1250 ain't no joke, man. No joke. I got this thick little catalog book, man. I want to see how many pages, in fact, this thing can make it through. I'm gonna put one of my little pointed in pellets in there to just see how many pages it can make it through on that particular book, man. So let's go ahead and set that book up down there where that bottle is at, and let's see how many pages we can get through with this bad boy right here, man. All right, y'all. So this time we can ready to shoot this little book right here. See how many pages we can get through. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna hold center on this book. How many pages y'all think it went through, man? Comment down below. How many pages? I got the book right here, and as you can see, point of impact was right here. So y'all see that little hole right there? That's where it was at. So let's see how many pages we got through. So as you can see, we got penetration right here. If you look right here, it's where the pellet came out of, and then it stopped here and kind of just ripped all of the other pages, but it didn't penetrate. So there is a dent here. So we got to the 217th page, man. 217 pages. Just for depth perception, you can see how thick this book is, man. 217 pages before it exited out on either end of the book, man. So that's quite impressive. But I'm not done just yet. Let me try another hunting round that I have with more of a sharper point on it. We're going to see if we can get through some more pages. All right, guys. So here's the actual round we're going to be using. So as you can see, that bad boy does have a slight point on there. So hopefully that'll give us some more penetration power, man. So let's go ahead and load this bad boy up. Well, that sounded good. Well, that sounded real good, man. There's the hole there. We made it a little bit further. Uh-oh, I feel the pellet, y'all. I think I got it.
Oh, you almost had it.
But here's the actual pellet itself, sitting right here, y'all. Y'all see that pellet sitting on my finger? This thing definitely took on quite the damage. This thing more crazy. Look at that. Doesn't even look the same no more. It stopped on the 258th page. Can y'all see that? Stopped on 258 pages, man. Not bad, man. Not bad. And as you can see, it just damaged far more of those pages. But yep, it stopped on page 258. So as you can see, that round traveled a lot further than the other previous round, man. The other previous round was a hunting round. This one was a penetration round, man. So we definitely got more penetration in this book. All right, fresh fans. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. Listen, man, this thing outperformed my expectations. This thing's an absolute monster, man. 1,200 feet per second, less than a fraction of an inch. Groups, 3 rounds touching, man. You really can't beat that, man, for a fun plinkster. Comment down below, man, what you think about this bad boy. And I also want to kind of pair this up against my 22 long rifle. What y'all think? This versus my 22 long rifle? If that'll make a dope video, man, comment down below on that as well too. Definitely hit the like button for this bad boy right here, because this is in fact a precision rifle, and this thing was well worth the money, so I'm glad I got it. Also, man, definitely, if you haven't already, man, consider hitting that subscribe button, man, and joining the fresh fam. What y'all waiting on? Huh? What y'all waiting on? Come on now, hit that subscribe button, man. But until the next time, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.